Ever wondered which destinations might not offer a warm welcome to everyone? Today, we're diving into an essential topic for travelers of color. The countries where black travelers have reported significant challenges, from cultural misunderstandings to outright hostility. If you're someone who loves exploring the world, it's crucial to know which places may not be as friendly or safe. In this video, we'll uncover the countries where black travelers may face discomfort and what you should be prepared for before booking that trip. Whether you're staying informed or planning your next adventure, you'll want to watch till the end for insights that might change your travel plans. Country 1. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, a land steeped in ancient history, extraordinary wealth, and strict cultural traditions. Black travelers often find that the excitement of exploring Saudi Arabia's mystique comes with its own unique challenges. Many black visitors report an undercurrent of racial bias, stemming largely from the country's rigid social structures and long-standing economic hierarchies. These biases are most pronounced toward black laborers from African nations who make up a substantial part of the migrant workforce, and the treatment of black visitors can be influenced by this social perception. For some, simple activities such as dining out, shopping, or navigating public spaces can be uncomfortable, as they encounter stares or feelings of being unwelcome. Saudi Arabia's cultural history, shaped by racial hierarchies and class divides, often translates into subtle, and sometimes overt, prejudice. Despite recent efforts toward modernization, it remains a destination where black travelers may want to approach with extra care, fully informed and cautious about the challenges that may come their way. Country 2. Japan. Japan, famed for its vibrant cities, cherry blossoms, and fascinating blend of ancient and futuristic culture. But the country's homogeneous society means that black travelers might feel particularly isolated or out of place. In Japan, cultural norms emphasize social harmony, often leading to a strong sense of us versus them that can leave visitors feeling like outsiders. Many black visitors report being the focus of prolonged stares or curiosity in public spaces, especially on public transport, where differences tend to stand out. Japan's media has, at times, struggled with outdated portrayals of black people, leaning on stereotypes that can exacerbate feelings of exclusion for black visitors. This lack of racial diversity can lead to an almost otherworldly experience for black travelers, where they may feel like they're under constant scrutiny. For those captivated by Japan's unique offerings, it's wise to be prepared for these cultural dynamics that could impact their stay. Country 3. India. India, a land rich with history, color, and life. For black travelers, however, India's deeply rooted issues with colorism and social status can create unique challenges. Here, lighter skin is often associated with social privilege, a belief rooted in the country's colonial history and reinforced by pervasive media portrayals. This bias means that black visitors may experience uncomfortable stares, whispers, or even direct prejudice, particularly in rural areas where foreign visitors are less common. India's bustling markets and historic landmarks may invite exploration, but for black travelers, navigating the country's complex social perceptions can sometimes overshadow the beauty of the experience. Encounters in public spaces can range from subtle to blatant, with certain interactions tinged by assumptions tied to skin tone. Although India offers transformative cultural experiences, black visitors may benefit from preparing for the social dynamics that could shape their journey. Country 4. South Korea. South Korea, a nation known for its K-pop, tech innovations, and rich history. Black travelers, however, often find themselves feeling isolated in this highly homogeneous society. In South Korea, there's a visible curiosity about foreigners, but black visitors may feel the weight of that curiosity more intensely. Many report being stared at in public places, sometimes with expressions of surprise or discomfort, and this reaction is often heightened in rural areas. South Korean media and advertising have historically portrayed black people in ways that lean on stereotypes, making encounters even more uncomfortable. Interactions in stores, restaurants, or social spaces can feel strained, as locals may keep their distance or make assumptions based on unfamiliarity. Despite Seoul's more progressive atmosphere, cultural diversity remains limited across the country, and black travelers should be prepared to face a social climate that might feel isolating at times. Country 5. Israel. Israel, a land of immense historical and religious significance. However, Israel's complex racial and ethnic landscape poses specific challenges for black travelers, especially those of African descent. Black visitors may find that societal tensions and a lack of familiarity with racial diversity make for a chilly reception in some areas. Many report feeling out of place or even watched with suspicion, particularly in towns with limited exposure to multiculturalism. The challenges extend to African immigrants as well, who face social and institutional hurdles that can sometimes spill over to black visitors. While Israel holds unparalleled historical and cultural allure, black travelers may find it helpful to stay in more cosmopolitan areas like Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, where diversity is more accepted and interactions with locals are generally smoother. Country 6. Ukraine, an Eastern European country celebrated for its architecture, cultural heritage, and scenic landscapes. Yet for black travelers, Ukraine's lack of racial diversity can make for a more challenging experience. In public spaces, black visitors frequently report prolonged stares, whispers, and, in some cases, outright hostility, particularly in less diverse areas. Social acceptance of different races is limited in many parts of Ukraine, often leading to discomfort for visitors unfamiliar with these dynamics. Incidents on public transportation, in local eateries, or even while sightseeing are not uncommon, with black travelers feeling their presence draws a level of attention that can be unsettling. While Ukraine's rich history is worth exploring, it's advisable for black travelers to be mindful of these dynamics, especially when venturing outside major urban centers. Country 7. Greece, a stunning land known for its ancient ruins, picturesque islands, and vibrant cultural heritage. For black travelers, however, Greece's welcoming reputation may not be consistent in all areas. Racial tensions have increased in recent years, often stemming from the migration crisis, which has led to heightened scrutiny toward non-European visitors. Athens and other major cities tend to be more open and diverse, yet outside these areas, black travelers may experience uncomfortable stares or even direct hostility. Wandering through historical sites or charming coastal towns may be inviting, but black travelers might want to be selective about the regions they explore. Greece's allure is undeniable, but caution is advised for those looking to avoid potential hostility. Country 8. Italy, the land of art, history, and delicious cuisine, beloved by travelers worldwide. Yet black travelers may face a less romantic reality in certain parts of the country. Over recent years, incidents of racial tension and prejudice have risen, particularly in response to the influx of African immigrants. While cities like Rome and Milan have more diversity and a generally inclusive vibe, rural and conservative areas may not be as welcoming. Black travelers have reported feeling unwelcome in some public spaces, with cold stares or exclusionary attitudes disrupting the Italian experience. Italy remains a breathtaking place to visit, but being informed about these social nuances can help black travelers navigate the country more comfortably. Country 9. China, a country that mesmerizes with its blend of ancient traditions and bustling modernity. Yet, for black travelers, China's largely homogeneous society can lead to an unexpected level of scrutiny. Outside major cities like Beijing or Shanghai, black visitors are often met with curious stares, sometimes bordering on discomfort or confusion from locals unaccustomed to racial diversity. Certain regions may hold ingrained stereotypes or misinformation that influences local interactions, and some black travelers report being denied service or treated with suspicion in less diverse areas. While China's cultural treasures are awe-inspiring, black travelers should approach with an awareness of these social dynamics, prepared for the possibility of feeling out of place or isolated in unfamiliar spaces. Country 10. Russia, a country famed for its grand architecture, deep history, and cultural influence. However, black travelers frequently report facing significant challenges in Russia. Incidents of racial harassment, slurs, and even physical threats have been reported, particularly in regions where exposure to other races is limited. Although Moscow and St. Petersburg are more open due to international visitors, smaller cities and rural areas can be more hostile. The presence of far-right groups in some regions further contributes to the sense of risk. Russia's cultural and historical depth is immense, but black travelers should consider exercising caution, especially when exploring areas outside the main cities. Country 11. Lebanon. Lebanon, a Mediterranean gem with stunning coastal views and a dynamic culture. However, black travelers might find that lingering prejudices make this a challenging place to visit. Lebanon has experienced internal and regional tensions, and the presence of African domestic workers has contributed to existing biases. Many black visitors report receiving uncomfortable stares or encountering less welcoming attitudes, especially outside cosmopolitan areas like Beirut. Lebanon's scenic beauty and rich history are undeniable, but black travelers may want to approach with caution, especially when visiting smaller towns. Country 12. Algeria. Algeria, a country with a unique blend of Mediterranean and African influences, offering expansive landscapes and a rich history. For black travelers, however, social norms in Algeria may create challenges, particularly in regions less exposed to cultural diversity. Incidents of subtle exclusion or uncomfortable interactions have been reported, especially outside major cities like Algiers. Algeria's conservative society often means that black travelers may face a social environment that feels unwelcoming or distant. While Algeria is filled with historical treasures, it's wise to remain aware of these potential dynamics. Country 13. Czech Republic. The Czech Republic, a land of enchanting castles, historic squares, and scenic countryside. But black travelers may find the social atmosphere less inviting in some areas. Despite Prague's cosmopolitan nature, smaller towns are less familiar with diversity, leading to reports of racial biases or cold interactions. The beautiful landscapes and architecture may be tempting, but black travelers should prepare for potential social challenges, especially in areas with fewer tourists. Awareness of these dynamics can help visitors navigate and fully enjoy the Czech Republic's historic charm. Country 14. Germany. Germany, an economic powerhouse known for its history, culture, and modern cities. Yet certain parts of Germany, particularly in the east, have reputations for harboring nationalist views that may make black travelers feel uncomfortable or unwelcome. Berlin, Munich, and other major cities tend to be diverse and welcoming, yet black visitors in more conservative areas report encountering biases or even confrontational attitudes. Germany is a destination with immense cultural richness, but black travelers may wish to stay in cosmopolitan areas where diversity is embraced, ensuring a smoother travel experience. Country 15. Peru. Peru, a South American gem known for its stunning landscapes, ancient ruins, and vibrant culture. Black travelers generally find Peru welcoming, though in some rural areas, they may feel out of place or receive stares. With limited exposure to racial diversity in certain towns, interactions can sometimes feel awkward or uncomfortable. While Peru's attractions like Machu Picchu are unforgettable, black travelers might find that being aware of these cultural nuances can enhance their experience, especially when visiting areas less familiar with tourists of diverse backgrounds. Country 16. Ukraine. Ukraine, a country celebrated for its deep cultural roots and impressive architecture. Yet for black travelers, Ukraine's lack of diversity can lead to challenges, especially in towns far from urban centers. Reports of stares, social discomfort, and occasional hostility are not uncommon. While cities like Kyiv offer a more modern atmosphere, rural areas may be less accepting, with black travelers sometimes facing uninviting attitudes. Ukraine's rich history and scenic sites are compelling, but it's advisable for black travelers to be aware of these dynamics for a safer, more enjoyable trip. And there you have it. The countries where black travelers may face unexpected challenges. Remember, this video isn't meant to discourage travel but to provide insights so you can make informed choices and have safer experiences. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel insights. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Safe travels, everyone.